and I'm just going to take you through the two jobs that really I've done so far. The first job is nice and simple. First job was replacing this plate here, which was on here, with this GIvi metal plate. I bought an Outback 58 litre box, and basically all you do is you remove this plate by removing these 4 bolts and nuts, and what you get is a new set of bolts and nuts, and you basically put this plate on and that's the job done. Now, originally went and I bought this, and I bought another SR something, whatever it was I bought, and it was the plastic kind of back rack with the sort of big GIvi badges on it. And I bought the two things thinking that I needed both things, and I thought this was the movable plate, but they actually are just the same thing. They're not movable at all. The movable plate is actually a Triumph specific part if you want it. And there's a debate out there whether you need the movable plate or not. Some people seem to be happy enough with the plate, the fixed plate. The plastic plate that I ordered does 10 kilograms, this one does 6. I've sent the plastic one back today and just decided to keep this one. I'm never going to be overloading the top box that much, and I certainly won't have the top box on that often either, so it's really just for when I go away touring or occasional day out where I might feel the need to have, you know, 2 helmets or take my camera and so forth along. Next thing I did order was a heated seat, and I got one at a good price and just decided I would go for it. Basically what you've got to do is there's a blanking plate goes in here, okay, and that blanking plate looks like this. Right, that's what the blanking plate looks like. Now I took this out with my fingers so that I wouldn't damage anything, wouldn't damage the plastic, wouldn't damage the bike in any way with a screwdriver or whatever. I just managed to pull it out with my fingers. And that leaves the hole in the frame, or the hole in the panel, sorry, between the frame. And then what I did was I unbolted this screw here, just enough to pull this back, and then what I did was the seat comes as a kit, so it comes with the switch you see here. It comes with a mini harness. It comes with a harness that comes off the switch, obviously, and then it comes with this harness here. Can you just see it running along there? Okay, now I've taken this off to remove that cover, and I've just fed it under here, and it's going into this plug. Right, now the one thing that you've got to do is you've got to remove the dummy cover, right? And the dummy cover is this whole part here, right? You see there's a lever there that you can press down on. You get a pair of pliers, put a little bit of tension on here, pull the lever down, and this whole unit, this whole sort of sleeve, if you like, comes out. And basically what comes out is this here, okay? This is what comes out. You'll see there's 4 rubber bungs in it, and basically that is the plug, if you like. Then the only other thing you have to do is you have to take you can see there's a cover in here that looks just like that, right? Well, you have to take that out so you can put in the fixing that comes with this cable, right? So you've got a lead coming from the rocker switch, a small lead. You've got the longer lead here that plugs into that small lead, okay? And then you've got the extra lead here that plugs into the seat, okay? And I'll show you the seat fitting in a minute. Putting this in is easy enough, but probably if you want, you could run, well, what I did was I took the screw out of here and I ran the cable down so I could see it going down, and it actually goes down between the sort of, you'll see there's a weld in the frame where it goes down, and I got it to where it's kind of this weld here, really, you see it go down via there. And then I could see it in the hole, and I pulled it out, and then I took the toggle switch and I plugged the toggle switch into it, and then I slowly fed it back along and pulled this up, Probably safer not to home the toggle switch until you know everything's working, because it might not be so easy to get that back out. But I pushed it in, I went for glory, and luckily everything was okay. There is a cable or a sort of a tube in the way there. I don't know if it's a cable or some kind of breathing tube. I couldn't really see very well. You've got to just kind of push that out the way a bit to get this in. I think it was actually a cable to get this to go in. But once you plug it in, it clicks in nice and firm. And as you can see, when you operate it, it's just a toggle switch. Forward for 1, back for 2, and that's the 2 heat settings. The other one that you see here that is still in place, that's if you want to do the rear seat. And the rear seat, you can see, is here. So that's going to be a lot easier to do if I ever get around to doing that. And that's as simple as that. So like I say, route the cable under here. You take this bit out so you can help you route the cable under here, and that's you ready to go. The end result is that so seat's back on. Keep making the mistake of misplaced my key, so I'll just put the ignition on. Now I've checked all this out last night, so I know it does work. So if I put the seat switch to the 1 position, you can see that it comes up showing the heated seat on setting 1 for F for front. R has got 2 blanks in it because obviously I don't have the seat fitted to that. And then if you watch that and I change the toggle to the number 2 dots, you'll see it goes to the 2 dots. I'm not going to have you hanging around. You're not going to be able to feel the seat and know it's warm. I'm just going to stop at that point.